All right. Good morning, IHSA football family. It is time now for what you need to know for Brother Rice versus Wheaton Warrenville South, deepest football playoff game of the week, Class 7A, round one. And we get first into Brother Rice football. And Brother Rice football again, pretty tough schedule. One of the toughest schedules in the state of Illinois. They've played some heavy duty teams, some big time teams, and we get into their schedule. I think the only game that they had that was canceled due to COVID, if I'm not mistaken, was Perspectives, if I'm not mistaken. Again, let's go a little bit into the beginning. Beat Hillcrest. I don't think anyone's surprised. Beat Benedict Academy. Again, no surprise there. Lost a tough game to Loyola Academy. That was a little bit of setback in that Brother Rice season because we thought that Brother Rice was going to have a shot to beat Loyola Academy, but they lose to Loyola Academy in a tough fought game, and we go down even more. The LaSalle win, the big win to me, the big win was Mount Carmel. The toughest loss was the Julia Catholic because I think that shook a little bit of the writers, that shook a little bit of the prognosticators and the analysts because of not just the score, but how much ground game they gave up to Julia Catholic. I think that scared some people with the ground game that they gave up to Julia Catholic. I think it was like 656 yards, if I'm not mistaken. They beat Marion Catholic, no surprise. I think the big bounce back game for them was week 9 when they beat Marist. I think that was a great game for them to win. I think that was a game that basically said, hey, we got these 2 losses. We competed with one of the best teams in the state of Illinois in Loyola Academy. We had a tough loss to Julia Catholic. We bounced back and we beat Marist. Let's get ready for the playoffs. And again, Coach Backey, this is his last season, and he's a highly decorated coach, highly respected coach, one of the best coaches in the state of Illinois. Just a pure class act, Coach Backey. And there's no other guy that no other coach that deserves a state title than Coach Backey, no doubt about that. So they take on a Wheaton Warrenville South team, and again, the talk is it's gonna be a blowout. And Brother Rice is absolutely gonna demolish Wheaton Warrenville South. Stop. Again, we're living in chaotic times in IHSA football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So we go into that Brother Rice team. Let's go into the Brother Rice team. Jack Lausch, he should have gotten more offers. No, he's the best one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Illinois. Henry Boyer, tight end. One of the best tight ends in the state of Illinois. Aaron Vaughn Jr., Providence Catholic transfer, star running back, highly thought of by a lot of scouts. Roderick Pearce, one of the best defensive linemen in the state of Illinois. Kerry Shaw, one of the better recruits, of the top, I'd say top 30 recruits in the state of Illinois for his respective class. Damian Hall, another highly respected player from Brother Rice too. Henry Ivers, fast rising linebacker. Demarcus Caston, another rising defensive lineman too. Strong defensive line from Brother Rice. Kevin Frazier, another highly thought of defensive lineman out of the state of Illinois. They're stacked. They're stacked. Jack O'Connell, good offensive line too. Very impressed with their offensive line as well for Brother Rice. Sean Kennard, another defensive back you got to keep an eye out for. Again, it's Brother Rice. They're always stacked. No doubt about that. The big thing, again, is they don't overlook Wheaton Warrenville South. They get that score, and they leave with that W. Simple as that. And that's going to be the big thing, too. Unleash Jack Lausch. But again, I think the most important thing for them for this week, for round 1, is establish that ground attack. Establish it. It's going to get colder. Passing is going to get a lot harder. So this is going to be a big thing for Brother Rice. All right, so we get into Wheaton Warrenville We in Warrenville South, and we in Warrenville South again, hot and cold. That's all I can say. Hot and effing cold. That's all I'm going to say right now. And we get into their schedule, and again, OPRF, big win. I don't think that was much of a surprise to anybody, nor chagrin. I think everyone thought that we in Warrenville South was going to absolutely destroy OPRF. Neuqua Valley, tough loss to Neuqua Valley, 25-6. And people were still, okay, they'll be back, don't worry. St. Charles North was one of their big wins. The Geneva loss was a huge loss for Warrenville South. St. Charles East win, Batavia loss. I don't think anybody was surprised by that. I think a lot of people were surprised about the score of the Warrenville South North game. I think Warrenville South showed some people, hey, this team is for real. Definitely a team you can't sleep on. And let me go down. Win against Lake Park, no surprise there. I think their biggest win the biggest win was against Glenbar North. That was a much needed win against a proven team, and now they're going against Brother Rice in the state title game. And Coach Norris, his first year as a head coach, has done a wonderful job with Warrenville South. New energy, younger coach. Brings in a great group, brings in great leadership to that team, and again, like I said, Norris is going to be, it's an absolute great pick for Warrenville South. Norris is going to be one of the top coaches in the state of Illinois for years to come, so definitely a good hire by Warrenville South. And let's get into the roster. And we go into Brandon Bell, wide receiver, Braylon Meredith, who I absolutely adore. I think he's one of the better wide receivers for next year. Tyler Fawcett, absolute true sports star, plays tight end, wide receiver. Reese Young, we should be talking more about Reese Young. Do not sleep on that kid, Reese Young. Matt Summerdike, quarterback, one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Illinois, in my personal feeling. Good, solid group of linebackers, Hunter, Zach, Hunter Amadilla, hard worker too. That kid gets in the weight room, no doubt about that. And we go down even more, keeping a very close eye on the running backs. Max Jablinski is one of the top offensive linemen in the state of Illinois. And again, I do massacre names. They also got a good backup quarterback too for Warrenville South. So they got some good stability at the quarterback position for Warrenville South. But overall, a good team. Again, tough schedule for Warrenville South. Duquesne Conference is an absolute pain in the butt, especially coaching against those teams. But overall, a good season by Warrenville South with a first-year coach, Sean Norris. And again, they hired in-house. He's been a long-time assistant coach for Warrenville South. So again, it's going to be a good game, and I don't believe it. I don't think, it's going to be a blowout. If I'm Warrenville South right now, I want to run that ball against a tough Brother Rice defense, but we've seen the yardage that they've given up, and the biggest threat to them is going to be the secondary. Warrenville's secondary has to be on top of their game against a strong passing attack of Brother Rice. So keep it here. Final thoughts coming tomorrow. Deep Dish Football live tonight, 6 p.m. And the show with my co-host Patrick Codo, Dupage Run Shoot. We'll be talking about this game as well. Show will come out probably 9 p.m. We'll be talking about this game because it is against the Dupage County team. Should be a lot of fun. Check it out. Follow Coach Big P and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much, and have a lovely day.